Hello, it's December 2nd now. So mommy was adjusting some parts of her kid cart with a little Allen wrench, and look at little Miss Fix-It here. She's gonna fix it too. I just love to see how she's modeling, and she does the cutest thing. No one's been coughing, so I'm not really sure. I mean, except for the tickle in the throat here and there. I'm not sure where she picked this up, but she does the cutest little thing. Alara. Alara. She covers her mouth when she coughs. Oh my gosh. Yes, you got the cough, huh? You gonna fix it? Yeah. So we got some adjustments made. We're gonna set it out from PT today. I did have a viral panel done on her last night and everything was negative. So she's still feverish today. It's gorgeous. It's around 50 degrees and sunny. Still windy. But we were outside a little bit this morning already. Mommy's been shopping. Mommy worked. Yeah. But she's going to go ahead and take a little nap. And I'm going to catch up with some laundry and some projects around here. See you later. Well, I'm inside from doing some yard work. As then Mommy did work and Alara played in the leaf pile. I was busy leaf blowing. I didn't video anything outside. And then Alara got a boo-boo. So she had a bloody lip. We had to come inside. Yeah, now she's dozing off. Look at her clutch that remote though. Y'all heard that? That's all the time. I just changed my 5th poopy diaper today. So, whatever her virus is, it's working its way out of her system. So, well, hoping that she gets a good little rest this afternoon. I've got a lot of housework to catch up on, but it's 50 degrees out, so tried to take advantage of the nice weather. I got done what I needed to get done. Those are the things I want to get done. Just anticipating that first big, huge snowfall. Yeah. So we didn't go to PT today, but I asked for her to just call and check in so we could chit chat, which was, you know, her plan anyway. The rep from the company that she will be getting a gait trainer from, he is going to be, they come once a month to her therapist's office. So that'll be the 15th of December. So she's going to get fitted. So it's going to be a Riften mini pacer. I will throw up a picture, just like any piece of equipment for meeting disabled needs. It's going to be adapted specifically for her needs, so it won't be the exact, you know, specifications that you'll need. Like some would have some forearm rests with, you know, like something that covers over to keep the arms on. Like, she probably doesn't need that. I mean, there's we'll just make it especially for Alora. So, yeah, we're just going through the insurance approval process, you know, so probably by spring she'll have it. Who knows, really? It's just gonna, I forget the wording that her PT used, but she has the medical and physical, like, definitely meets the medical and physical needs for getting it. So that's not a problem at all. It's just how much the insurance wants to play hardball, basically. So they may just look at it and be like, oh, okay, fine, she needs to have it, and not put up much of a fuss. But they might decline it the first time, and then they have to do an appeal, send that, and it's just a lot of extra work in the background. Unfortunately, I don't have to deal with, but I've been realizing throughout her life how much the insurance companies control the doctors and therapists, and, like, I mean, her DME that provides her medical, like, feeding supplies, her formula, the feeding bags, everything. They called today to do her refill, which we have it, like, pretty, like, down to a science what we need every month. We usually need the same supplies every month, so it's like zip zoom, you know, get it ordered. So I was chit-chatting with her, and she told me that she's retiring in February. So we only talk once a month, but she's such a sweet lady, and we've had some great convos. And I mean, it's crazy, you know. She has the bag for her, you know, food to go into, and it has a tubing, and then there's another tubing that has to connect to that, and then also connect to her G-tube in her stomach. That's called an extension. Insurance doesn't pay for those. And when she first started with the feeding tube, she was getting 10 extensions a month, which was plenty. So thank goodness. But after a couple months, like, all of a sudden we were only able to get 5, and I was like, whoa, why is it change, you know? And so they said, well, you know, they're not covering it, we have to eat all the costs. So the clinic system is allowing them to provide 5 a month, because the clinic system has to, like, eat the cost, SSM Health. It's like, she literally needs that to eat. How can insurance deny coverage? But she can get 2 G-tube buttons per month, which is over $150 a piece, and she can't get this extension set that she literally needs in order to eat? I mean, anyway, anyway, she is going to try to send us, and we're only allowed 30 a month of the feeding bags. Well, obviously not every month has 30 days, so some months we're reusing, you know. They're good for 24 hours. They're, yeah, so it's just, so they're only allowed to provide 30 bags per month, okay? That includes any type of bag. So a Vero bag, an entero drainage bag, all this distension that she deals with, like, none of that's covered because that goes over 30, even though it has a different purpose. Those are not to feed her. Those are to vent her. So it's just crazy. I mean, I don't know. So then we got on, you know, we're talking about all this stuff and commiserating together, because it's frustrating for them, and then they're eating the cost every month of the extensions, which are, like, comparatively to G-tube buttons, and that whole kit, like, extremely cheap, you know. So I told her, like, geez, it's just, I just wish that we didn't have to have the med port on the extension. Oh, it's so cute. I said, you know, it creates such a mess, you know, and then if it pops open, but now she's gotten to where she knows how to open it. So for about a month or so, a little bit more probably, I've been using this adhesive bandage that like sticks to itself to wrap around the med port. Then she can't open it. Well, guess who got that off and put it in her mouth last week? Like, so now we have a choking hazard, and so now I'm not, like, using it. It's like, okay, it's enough that, you know, my infants had to sleep with tubing throughout her life. I mean, who would ever recommend a child sleep with some sort of tubing or cord in their bed? You know, it's just, feeding tubes lead to a lot of unsafe sleeping situations, you know, and yeah, so she actually, I mean, I've looked and I've posted on feeding tube groups and I've asked, and I have not found any extensions that don't have the med port, and I'll have to like grab some pictures later and toss them up at the end of the video or something, because people that don't live in this world, they don't have a clue what all this is. So maybe later, we'll see how the day goes, because obviously this one is attached to me. I don't quite mind, but then my mind's like, all these things I need to do, and take advantage of the good weather, and get outside, and get stuff done. So, maybe later I'll just take a quick video to, like, add on after this to explain things, but she actually thinks that she's going to be able to get some extension sets that don't have the med port on it. So I was like just telling her like what an unsafe situation this has created. She literally took the black adhesive bandage off and had it wet in her mouth, and it's like, where's the winning in this? There is somebody that makes 3D molds, a cover for it, and they sell them for like $30. It's like, good grief. I mean, I wish I had a little kit, you know, to make 3D molded stuff, and I could whip up whatever I wanted, but $30 is pretty excessive in my opinion. I can't afford, you know, just to cover, yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of people that have it worse, but when you're kind of new to the whole thing and you're trying to just hack it, you know, figure out the tips and tricks of the trade, yeah, it just gets so frustrating, you know, because then you see that your child's at risk for choking on this, and you're trying to prevent other things, and, you know, where's the winning? So, we'll see if we can get some extensions that, they call them Y-port. It has 2 openings. So one you plug the feeding tube into, and the other you can deliver medications during the feed. Well, we don't need that. Like, we can easily give her meds, you know, without a feed. So, I'll be so happy if we do not have to have the med port on there. So, take a little sneak peek at her. Yeah. So we got in from friggin' Aui. I was checking the oil on my vehicle. I put her on the driver's seat. I had her standing up because she had these shoes on, big clunky shoes on for the first time that she's worn this pair of shoes. And so her feet get kind of twisted around her. So I had her standing up because I knew that she'd want to stand up and hold the steering wheel. So I popped the hood and I went and I checked the oil. And I felt the truck move, but I didn't hear anything. So then I'm like getting some leaves off of the windshield and stuff, and then I just hear, like, oh great. So I opened the door, and she's just sitting there. I think that she like bumped the steering wheel, but she had bloody lip. So we had to come in, and I got a little rag wet and gave it to her to kind of put in her mouth, and she didn't really let me do that, but got her cleaned up, and then she had pooped at some point outside, and so then I had another poopy diaper to change, and got her all undressed, and we're all cuddled up here on the couch. She fell asleep holding my TV remote. She feels like she's really in charge when she's holding the remote, any remote. So, yeah, I'm gonna probably try to lay her down like another 10 minutes or so. I've got a lot of things to be doing. I need to be running the washing machine and get my little living room picked up here so that the little robot vacuum can go to work. Still waiting on some more phone calls to come through or emails. I've been communicating with probably 5 different I don't want to say agencies, but 5 different situations. So we're trying to figure out this meeting for her communication device, and it's kind of frustrating that we didn't set something up in advance, because it's 3 people's schedule plus ours, you know, that have to meet up, and literally her PT and 2 of the 3 ladies that we need to meet with for her communication device, they all wanted the 15th at 1 o'clock. But she has a specialist appointment an hour away that morning and is having some tests done. I don't know how long it's going to take. So I'd already told them no through email that, like, we already have an appointment. That's too early. We can't make that work. I sent that email 8 minutes later. Her PT called to tell me that she was holding an opening on the 15th at 1 o'clock. It's like, if we can at least make it 2, that will give us enough of a cushion to not potentially run late. It's like, everything has to happen at once. And then there's some other stuff, and then plus the DME, food supplies, and all that. So, yeah. I sure am blessed. I sure am. Yeah. She sure knows how to bring some sort of adventure to my life. She knows I like adventure, but boy, this is a whole different sort. So, yeah, I will, I'm not sure what else we're gonna vlog today with her, because she's really still not with it. She's better than yesterday. She's not bad, really, but she's not up for doing much at all, and she's very weepy. So I guess this is my break time right now. So yeah, I'll, you know, hopefully get her on camera when she's awake later today, and whatever happens. But I'll definitely be intentional in trying to add a picture in of the Riften Mini Pacer Gait Trainer, and also do like a little short clip on the extension sets, so just in case people are curious, I guess, you know. So yeah, well, I guess I'm gonna take my little break here at the snoozy little baby and try to lay her down soon and see what housework I can catch up with. Hello. So here we have her feeding bag tubing here, and then it connects to this extension here. And this is considered a Y-port extension, and it's because it has an extra port that opens so that people can administer medications or whatever their child needs. Sometimes you have to run fluids at the same time as the feeds. It's not very common, but some children need fluids run at the same time. So we don't need either of those. So we don't need this med port. So Lauren likes to like twiddle with things a lot, and she can actually open this, and it's not that hard. So I will be right back and show you what I've been doing. And then I have to finish priming it. I just attached the extension, but this is the tip of it that plugs into her tummy. So there we have it, all taped up with this adhesive bandage. And here's my little scissors I use, and then Laura's holding the little roll over there. So we're just gonna finish priming this. A little bit of water's coming out here. There we go. Then it's ready to plug into her little tummy. Where's your little belly? Can hear it. We can hear it. There we go. So I'll get her fixed up. I've got to change her diaper again and get that secured down. But yeah, that's kind of how we do it. So, yep, that med port, we don't need it. It can pop open on its own. And now she can open it, so we taped it. Unfortunately, we did get the DME supplies today, and we ended up getting the Y port extensions again. So, I don't know, you know, if they stock them, if they make them. I've looked for just regular extensions with one opening to attach the tubing to. Yeah. So we'll see, maybe next month, huh? For now, we'll just have to keep doing the best we can. With that, we're gonna say good night. Bye-byes. Bye-byes. Okay, we got some more work to do. Good night.